What is up and welcome back. No, P. Sorry. She was heading for under the desk. All right. So, getting a ring light tomorrow because this ring light is just too dangerous. As I said in the live, the dogs absolutely mangled it. The cord is like the wires are all messed up and even at the bottom part. So, let's get right into it. There is a lot going on. So, if I look weird, that is what it is with the lighting, but I'll get us squared away tomorrow. So, get yourself a drink, get yourself a snack, grab a blanket, grab a pillow, and relax because we have got a lot to cover with what's going on with the Chantel and her situation. Now, I'm going to probably use the word situation a lot because they have really been honing down on words, and yeah, the live stream was limited. I figured it was going to be as much as things, but let's get right into it. I have 3 pages of notes, and I want to thank you, little love tigers, for sending me about her Instagram, and we'll get into that when we get to that page. If you guys ever see something interesting, you're more than welcome. My email is always in the description. Sometimes the lives, I don't catch it before it goes up, but any other video, it's usually in the description. So let's get into it. We have just some good old-fashioned H2O for our drink, and at the end of the video, if it's not too long, we have chocolate-covered banana chips. Yes, you heard me. I have never, ever seen that before. If you're new, welcome. My name is Kaya. Thank you so much for joining me. I see we've got a couple new people, so thank you so much. So, I do put out a different bit of content here and there, so just a heads up, I put out a little bit of everything. We still cover the girls, but as you've seen, check out my video with the cheap and easy outdoor area. And yeah, we do a little bit of everything over here. I always say, hence the word Kaya Simon's Life. Let's get right into it. Okay, so as I discussed in the community tab, if you guys don't know what the community tab is, you can access it on your phone, and let's go ahead. I will show it. I am going to be trying to get another device within the next couple days because this is just so. This is the community tab, and I mentioned in it yesterday. I said, look at the dinner stream, 1 hour, 12 minutes, and 59 seconds. So, she pans in and shows the drawer that she used to keep her substances in. First off, why are you going into detail with this? If you truly have a problem, there's no need to show apparatuses. She also talked about, I had like a little, I don't know what she called it. I'm assuming one of those little vials or scoopers. I don't know what it was, but why are you like glorifying the details of this? So, it's like, okay, so she opens up the drawer, okay, just per se, we're going to do a little reenactment here for 6. Let me make sure I got no Mel or anything in here with my name. And this is a compass. I just want to say before somebody says, oh, Wakaya, this is a old travel cup. Do you guys remember these when you were a kid? The plastic cups. I used to have one and I thought it was everything. This is an old vintage one. Anyway, so, okay, reenactment here. So we got the drawer here. We'll just use our baggie full of masks and a Sephora bag as an example. So she opens up the drawer and she says, oh, this is where I keep, kept everything in. And then there's a bag and she goes, oh, that's empty. And pushes it back. Now, it took me a lot of time, but in my opinion, it looks like the bag was not empty. Now, I do have glasses, and I do wear them for, nighttime driving, things like that. I can see up close, but it's hard for me to see far away. So, in my opinion, and these are only my opinions in this video, I do want to put that out there. In my opinion, there looks like there is still a substance in the bag. So as she stated, she supposedly flushed it. I do not believe that in any shape, way, or form. I think that she spilled the beans yesterday because she was going down, if you catch my drift. She was crashing per se. So, moving right along. I feel like that there's way more to this. As you guys know, Foodie has a very addictive personality, in my opinion. She is going to have to block Nadar if she really now. I also want to make sure, I know that this has so many loopholes. She added something today about some cassettes, some pills. I'm like, well, where did that come from? It's like now, added things are being added to the list. Opioids. So if this is true, and I really hope that she is not making a mockery out of addiction, I will be very, very heated. Before in the past, it's like, do whatever. I mentioned this in the stream. Sorry, I got a mosquito bite right on my ankle. I was outside all day, but, God, they get you right on the ankle. But, I really, truly hope she is not making a mockery out of addiction. And I really hope this isn't just a stunt for, and I'm a recovering addict, before you say if you're new, I have been through this, mine was the other way. I prefer to be down and not up, if you catch my drift. I'm not saying any of them are better. I want to make that very clear. All things are bad. All substances are bad. So I really hope this isn't for views and money and sympathy and to create a pity party. And you could say, Kaya, that's mean. You know what? That is my opinion. We know she has created things in the past to sympathy and things like that. So there were some Instagram pictures that one of you little love tigers mentioned to me about her in a pair of jeans, and she was like, yeah, look, I haven't been able to wear these jeans since I got them, yada yada yada. Sorry, let's pull you up, sugar bears. Right, but smiley face. I suggest, if you have not taken that down, I think you are really sending the wrong message out here, and that is why I'm getting irritated. There was another picture of her fupa in her underwear. Yes, to me, it looks like Chantel is losing weight, and with all the wrong reasons. The substance, the Ozempic. This is what's making me mad. She is totally making it like she's on this weight loss journey when it's the Ozempic and probably the substances, in my opinion. That is where I'm getting highly irritated. And I don't think Chantel understands that there's a lot of channels in the real weight loss community that take their weight loss very, very seriously. And if this gets out there, she's gaining subs, which blows my mind. It's like, oh, here, you do bad and let's reward you. Same thing with the super chats. I'm like, what are you doing? If she truly has a problem, I said it in the live stream if you haven't caught it, the worst thing you can do with somebody struggling with addiction is give them money. People are still joining the memberships. People are still giving her money. Well, let me let you in on a little secret if you don't know and you're new to YouTube. YouTube money falls a month behind. So it's like you're basically running a month behind. So anything that she gets this month will drop next month. Therefore, if she doesn't get this in check, she's going to have all that money to play with next month. So I would say that I would definitely delete those pictures if I were you, because a lot of people take their weight loss and the weight loss channels and the Instagram things like that very seriously, and you are sending a horrible message. There was a photo of her in an elevator. Thought we were claustrophobic. I thought elevators gave you anxiety and panic attacks. Now, myself, I have been diagnosed with anxiety disorder and panic disorder. So the first thing that you're going to think to do in an elevator that you're claustrophobic and have an anxiety and panic attack is to pull out your camera, suck in and take a picture. No, ma'am. No. If you've had an anxiety or panic attack, that is the last absolute thing that is running through your head to take a picture. Now, in my opinion, it looks like she is at a hotel. I'm assuming that is where she was this past weekend. Why I think she's busting this all out now is because she is, like I said, on a hard crash and burn. She is coming down. She was probably riding very high this past weekend, if you catch my drift. So now that the weekend is over, and it's like, oh, you know, again, like I said, going to have to block Nadar if she's serious about this. We will see. I take everything Chantel says with a grain of salt. Like I said, why are you glorifying, talking about how much things cost? How much things you did? How much stuff you purchased? You are glorifying this. It is nobody's business. I don't understand the fact of you sitting here saying, oh, I bought this, I spent this. If somebody asks you that, you need to say, hey, I don't want to look like I'm glorifying this here on my YouTube channel. I'm not going to answer that question. And she says she spent $2,000. So, there again, back to the super chats, back to, if you notice the time that the memberships came along is when Nadar came into the picture. If she says she's been doing this for 2 months like she proclaims, when did memberships come into the picture, guys? When did memberships come into the picture? So, personally, I myself will not be subscribing to the memberships ever or anytime soon. I am not contributing to somebody. I have mentioned this before, that what happens if you super chatter or all your memberships and something happens, that could be on your dime. Sorry, guys. It is hotter than Satan's toenails once again. So, people, yeah, in the comments, I noticed this is another strange thing that I want to show right quick. So, all of a sudden before, in the past, the community tab was highly watched, you know, comments deleted. The like to dislike ratio was always off. Now, if you're new to YouTube, like I said, or don't have a channel, not really used to everything, this here, you have to turn on yourself. Sorry guys, like I said, the tripod. So right now, this video trying is setting at 174 thumbs up and 854 thumbs down at the time I am recording this. So you can tell right here. Any other time, that is hidden. The comments are really like, usually she just watches these like a hawk. This is what I gather. She is going to pull this stuff where the comments that she doesn't like, they are shaming her. No, actually a couple of you guys that I know made some very good points, and I'm going to read this. Seek therapy and help. Stop promoting weight loss when it's due to drugs. I am sure that you aren't going to stop. You need to deal with your ED and your drug addiction, and will take effort and really hard, uncomfortable work that I don't see you doing. And I say this because of your past. I hope you prove me wrong, but the way you handle your health, it is example how you would deal with this by doing nothing. You need to get serious. You are 37 years old, and people make mistakes. And this mistakes people make when they are young. You should know better. Get your head in order, seek help, prove me wrong, and get your life on track. Amen, sister. Amen. All these comments on here that I read that are telling her the blunt, straight, 100 truth. There was no shaming. It is the hardcore facts, the honest truth of what she needs to do and what is going on. You are promoting weight loss in a dangerous, negative way. And that is why I'm getting mad. You also, sorry, I'm starting to get riled up. So, in the video, she's eating ice cream, bread, cheese. She makes a comment that it's not that serious. I don't need to go to rehab. Well, which is it? Because yesterday you said you were pretty sure that you did. You said that yesterday, but now today it's not serious enough to take care of it. So tomorrow she proclaims that she has a doctor's appointment. That'll be real interesting to see. As you guys know, if you're new to Chantel, I know a couple people from the Angry Grandpa community are starting to watch over here and pick up on the story with me and watch it. She does not go to her doctor's appointments. None of her appointments she puts off. She likes to take a time slot for somebody else that say they have an emergency. They need to get in there. She say her appointment's at 2. I'm just making an example that she takes up the 2 o'clock slot. She doesn't go. Therefore, somebody else loses an appointment that was serious about going. So she proclaims that going there gives her anxiety and panic, and she doesn't like to go. Well, here's the thing. You seem to have no anxiety riding on this elevator. You seem to have no anxiety when you met Nadar going to a complete stranger's house, getting ripped. You seem to have no anxiety when you go to Farm Boy or you go to Starbucks to take a dumpling. So what is it here? Is it, I've never been through choice anxiety and choice panic attacks. Mine always just come out of the blue or just come, they just pop up. So that's why I get, that's why with our girls I get aggravated, because I feel like there's a lot of self-diagnosing going on, and there's a lot of, well, it's convenient when it's this, and it's convenient when I don't want to do that, but if I want to go to Target or Marshall's, I'm using Amber for an example now, when I want to go to Walmart, Target, Kroger, and fiddle around and shop around, the anxiety, the panic is out the window. Just like Chantel, I mentioned with the elevator situation. So again, like I said, gaining more subs, gaining more members. This is where my frustration comes to a ultimate top peak is right here. This is why I'm aggravated. So she is stating and giving out this advice and giving this whole theory of you can smoke cannabis, you can smoke the trees, chibis, whatever we like to call it over here. That would deal with the signs withdrawal. First off, Chantel, if you are truly withdrawing off of substances and opiates, now that you've added in pills in the mix, you can have a seizure. What you are telling these people, just like I was aggravated about the mental health thing and talking about the psych ward is crap and it's garbage, you are telling these people that they can buy some Mary Jane Chibis, and that's how you deal with withdrawal. Not knowing sorry, I'm trying to talk fast because we got a lot to cover. Not knowing not knowing that you can change your heart rate, you can seize out. That is why people go to rehab, they go to detox, because they are under watch of medical doctors, nurses. They are constantly being watched, their blood pressure being checked, their temperature, etc. And you can say, Kaya, how do you know this? Because I went. Because I have legitimately been through it. I was told before that you have to be very, very careful. And my doctor and the program that I'm in now stresses this very clearly, that people come into our program. I'm in a program, if you're new, again, not court appointed, put myself in it for accountability. They will tell you that if you've been doing substances for so long, and certain substances or mixing things together, that they want you in a stable environment to be watched. Therefore, if your, heart rate would drop, or if it would get too high, or you would have a seizure, you are being watched. So you need to watch what you are telling people to do. If they're going through this, this is what you're putting out there. You really need to watch what you say and address things very carefully. Because I noticed the other day, and I'm going to show you right quick, that now you're promoting Ozempic. One of your people says, hold on and I'll read it exactly. And I will show it. I got the screenshot here. Okay, let's see here. Hey, Chantel. Hey, starting Ozempic tomorrow. Any advice? Right here. Sorry, I know what this... Right here. So, you have all these people thinking that you are losing weight just because the Ozempic. You sat here today, ate some ice cream, and said, oh, I just need a bite or two. That usually suffices me. Well, guess what? Next video, she ate the whole pint. The whole thing. And at the end of the stream, she keeps saying that she has to use the bathroom. She has to go number 2. Back to what I always say, the scat fetish. She was talking about farts. There's not a stream that she cannot not discuss farts and not discuss feces. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. But, so she, again, says she ate poorly today, eats through the whole day, goes to the restroom. So in the beginning of the video, she's eating the ice cream, and the other one she was eating again. Now at the end of this one, she was eating again. But it's okay, guys, because remember, if it's fresh bread, it's okay. It's healthy for you if it's fresh bread. As long as it's from the deli or the bakery, it's okay, guys. It's not like Wonder Bread or regular bread that you get just in the bread aisle that's cut. As long as it's fresh, it's not carbs, guys. Remember, it's very healthy. I am tired of this. You are affecting people's lives negatively. Just like that person right there. Now, what are they going to expect? They're going to expect that they can eat all this nonsense, a pint of ice cream, and all this stuff, and all they have to do is just go get on Ozempic. Or they can go get themselves a little package of extraterrestrial things and add that with Ozempic, and they got a double whammy. You really need to be careful what you're promoting and watch what is coming out your mouth. Because before, I didn't come at you hard. And I would laugh and joke. But now, you're promoting things. You are sitting here saying, oh, just smoke some Chivas. You're withdrawing. It'll be okay. No, she didn't say that in the exact words. But that's basically what she's promoting. I've mentioned this before. There's a lot of gullible people. There's a lot of people that get easy manipulated, that say, oh, well, it's working for her, then I can do it too. I've seen people in our community sit and say they're on a real weight loss journey and they are feeling some sort of way because they're not losing weight. Well, you know what, my friend? If you come across this video, you're doing great and you are losing weight and you're doing it the healthy, safe, real way. Yes, the pounds may not be dropping off as quick as her. So then she makes a comment saying that, yeah, I know what you guys are thinking as she's literally eating. You guys, I'm not going to gain all my weight back. You just watch. I'm not going to gain it back. You'll see. How will we see? Because you're not going to go help? You're going to continue to do what you're doing and have been doing? She also said yesterday, and I did miss some things. Hold on. I'm getting ahead of myself. So let me just put it out there too. I told you I've been through the ringer and been through addiction, through detox, all that, all the horrible stuff that comes with it. Can I sit here and tell you guys that I would come on here and feel like get in front of a camera? And the last one, she was pretty tee-hee, and she said, oh, I love holding my arm up. Honey, first off, I wasn't chipper. I wasn't happy. And I used to smoke Chibas back then. And it wasn't for, that's not what I'm not trying to promote that to use it. I just smoked at the time. She was blowing her nose, and she was awfully chipper. Now, in my opinion, and the things that I've been through, what I feel like getting on here for 55 minutes and 2 seconds, absolutely not. What I feel like getting on here for an hour, 41 minutes and 15 seconds, and did I feel like eating, and was I chipper, and was I trying to hold my arms up? First and foremost, it took everything I had to hold myself up, to get up, to walk around, and I didn't feel like talking to anybody. I didn't feel like chatting, and especially getting on the internet, catting around. So a lot of this makes me wonder, and like I said, there was a little bit of nose blowing here and there. What is really going on? So it ought to be interesting, like I said, this doctor's appointment and what they tell her. And like I said, I've been through addiction, so it's going to be interesting to see, does she just go on some WebMD stuff and look up some facts, or will she truly go? Because like I said, been through this a couple times, always relapse in the beginning when I was trying to get clean. So I've been through all kinds of programs, been through detox, been to rehab, different ones. So unfortunately, I know the plethora of things that they're going to tell you or want you to do or be compliant with. So yesterday I was really busy and, trying to watch the chat too. She said, I would rather be addicted to drugs than food. First off, buddy, you are still addicted to both. You just ate a pint of Ben & Jerry's. And I thought the crazy thing was, her name is Foodie. Far from a foodie. She says, I wonder if Ben & Jerry's still alive. Were they people? She has zero research on anything that she shows. She just literally gets on there and eats the stuff. She has no research, no facts, no nothing to say, oh, this is the company, yada, yada, yada. She just gets on there to eat. That is literally what she cares about, is you watching her eat and setting back and getting tail pats and collecting the dough at the end of the day, in my opinion. So, I really hope some of the big channels pick up on this and this doesn't get left unswept. I know that it's like I said, there's weight loss communities, there's addiction communities, and you are making a mockery, of both. I really, really hope Omegon and some of the big channels pick up on this. I thought about reaching out to Alan Roberts. Yes, I'm just a small fish out here in a big pond, but I don't know if Alan Roberts would touch this. It would be amazing. That I would love to talk to him and see, even if he would come on stream with us for 5, 10, 15 minutes, give what he thinks, because Alan Roberts is Everyday Damn Fitness. Alan Roberts is a true fitness, and he really, really puts hard work in, and you can tell. He had on his community tab, I think it was a couple weeks or a couple months ago, his before and after, and I genuinely never knew that Alan had, a little bit of weight on him. I never knew that. I love Alan. I think that he is a tough love, no sugarcoating shit. And if you're new to my channel, that is one thing that is our motto over here. We do not sugarcoat anything. We call it like we see it. Now, we try to keep it classy, but we don't sugarcoat anything over here or play around. So, yeah, let's get into this page. And so in the stream, I'm okay. That is the last one. Like I said, she just ate a pint of ice cream. Oh, I'm so sick. Okay, so that's cool. Now you're promoting that you've ate yourself sick. Real smart. Real smart. Do you know what that tells me? The word starts with the B. I. N. And you guys can finish the rest. Or was it a binge? Munchie. So back to, she's, all smoked out. It's really difficult for me to watch as a recovering addict because I'm really like, wow, these people are sitting here. She's asking the chat different things. They're all like, at the end of the stream, like, what depends on how long you've been on whatever. Depends on how long you would. No. If you are a doctor or a medical practitioner, you cannot sit here and say, I mentioned it the other night, my beloved Jamie, I love you if you're watching this. Jamie asked me and said, Kaya, how long does it take for these things to get out of your system? And I said, guys, it depends on your weight. It depends on how much you were doing. It depends, there's so many things. Everybody's different. How much you were doing, how frequently you were doing it. Were you doing it every day? Were you doing it, so much every hour? It all depends. Everybody's body's different. Honestly. Yeah, so she said, I have to be careful. I'm not going to gain all my weight back as she eats a pint of Ben & Jerry's. Yeah. She also mentions, do you think I should be less of a train wreck on camera? Well, Foodie, I thought you were just being you. I thought there was no trolling. I thought you didn't troll. I thought you wanted to be you. I thought that was the thing. Your channel says random weirdness. So are you making up this stuff or is it just you? So, Foodie Beauty, cooking, vlogs, story time, and random weirdness here. So are we making this stuff up? I really hope that we're not. And I'm not saying that to be mean. I don't wish addiction on anybody. But if she is using this for a plot line, if she is using this for a sympathy card, that is foul. Foul. I do not take addiction lightly. I have lost many, many people. I've showed you guys pictures, and that ain't even the brunt of it in the book. That is not even the brunt of how many pictures, how many obituaries are in my photo journals and my photo books. So it's strange to me that somebody said that they I don't know, Instagram, Twitter, something, Pete's, that Chantel was on Joe Kane. I find it very strange. Her and Pete's were in a relationship for years. Her and Pete's are best friends, besties in Pete's eyes. How in their even passing? Okay, just say she was in a room hanging out doing her thing. They have to be in passing. They live in the same household. So I find it very strange that Pete's didn't notice any peculiar behavior. Anything strange. Anything different. Now, if you're doing that much substance as you say you are, and you're doing this and you're mixing that, how does your best friend and your... Now, I know you guys, you can say this in the comment. Yeah, I know Pete's doesn't partake in substances and have any, substance knowledge. But it's very strange to me that somebody you was with for years and your bestie, your best friend, doesn't find your actions, your behavior strange. Sorry, I'm making sure. So the super chats were coming in. I just don't understand. It's like, here, you might as well just be like, here you go. Because that's what these people are doing. Like I said, YouTube money runs a month behind. And I just want to put this out here. I'm not telling people not to give her super chats. I'm not saying join her membership. That is your money. That is your free will. But in my opinion, and again, these are only my opinions, not facts, this is just me speaking my opinion. YouTube runs a month behind. So if she doesn't have this under wraps and grasp a hold of it by the next month, all this money that she's making right now, she's going to get this next upcoming check. Catch my drift? So she's going to be laughing all the way to, I was going to say the bank, but I'm going to say she's going to be laughing all the way to Nadar's house, if you catch my drift. She makes a comment. It's weird that there's hotels or Bibles in hotels. Now, I don't like to get on here and discuss religion, politics, things like that. I know everybody believes in different things, but I thought that was very strange, just the way she addressed it. I particularly don't know why there is, but I can honestly say that I've been in some hotels and some really crappy times in my life. And I can honestly say that I've picked up a Bible and looked at it. Again, I know everybody believes in different things. I don't want to get into that. But just the way she addresses it, I don't understand why there's Bibles in hotels. Well, that right there showed you pretty much that she confirmed that last weekend she was in a hotel. So again, she was riding high and now she's coming down and spilled the beans yesterday, but will she keep that same energy throughout the week? Does she really have an appointment tomorrow? This is going to be real interesting to see what they say at the doctor or wherever. I think she said it's a doctor's appointment. Yeah, so she said, I like to hold up my arm like this. I don't know, many people who are feeling crappy coming off of substances that are really, trying to giggle and cackle and hold up their arms. Again, I know that everybody deals with things different. Everybody draws different. Everybody's bodies are different, like I said earlier, but so at the end of the thing, she says she wants more olives, bread, and cheese. Yeah, I mentioned, she said, I know what you're all thinking. I'm going to eat all the time and I'm not going to let it happen. As again, she's eating. The chat telling her, like I said, about the different, how long it takes, to get things out of system. I didn't know that the whole chat was a doctor and a nurse practitioner and had their degrees in substance counseling and substance abuse. That's new for me. So, yeah. Hold on, I'm trying to, Oh, so I was like, what am I didn't understand what I wrote. So I was noticing people were talking about, I got some of the same snacks as you. Well, you too, for 30 loaves of bread can get you a Fupa starter kit for only the price of 30 loaves of bread and 50 hunks of cheese. You guys know that I mentioned this. I love cheese. I love bread. I love olives. I love all those fantastic things. A lot of us probably do, but I don't sit and eat a half a loaf of bread each day and wonder why I'm gaining weight. So, like I said, you got the thing with, oh, I'm starting Ozempic. Any advice? Are you asking somebody that just spilled the beans about them losing weight because of substance? And you're going to ask, does she have any advice? Yeah, the advice is get 30 loaves of bread and you too can have a FUPA starter kit in only 3 months. And that picture that she put up of the FUPA and the underwear, this is really strange to me. How, again, you know, people can put up bathing suit hauls or have little tank tops on and they get hammered down on, hunkered down on for, oh, you're showing too much skin. But this chick is on here flashing her FUP, flashing her whole thing, on here with see-through lingerie. I don't understand it. I think it would take, I have a bathing suit try-on haul coming up, and I am nervous as can be. Every time I want a snack, I'm like, whoa, 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 Kaya, your bathing suit haul is coming up. But I can't imagine, it's like she lost this little bit of weight, and I do think the scale is broken. Yeah, she does look like she's lost weight through here, a little bit up here. Go back to the bouncy ball video, and if you notice, if I had it handy, this is still kind of saggy back then. Yeah, it is a little different, and you can tell by her face. But I also noticed the other day, when she filters, or excuse me, use the camera, or the phone, whichever one it is, that doesn't have the filter, it shows her skin completely different, and it makes her face look different. She keeps saying, I know I need help, guys. I know. Well, what are you going to do about it? Because you have all these people watching you now. You have all these people that now, this is another thing. I'm like, I really hope that she's not trying to make a mockery of addiction, thinking she sees us talk about it. She sees other channels talk about it. This is not a story plot. This is not a storyline. I tell you guys about my addiction and the things that I've been through to try and help you guys, to try and make sure, and I've mentioned this before, that even if I reach out to one of you, 2 of you, and help you from going down that path, then my job is done here. I feel successful. No, I'm not the biggest channel, but even if I help 1, 2 of you, a handful of you, that is the most success to me than anything. Than anything. She says she feels strange. She's been eating all day. Well, first off, you're all dosed up on freaking moon rocks that have keef in them. Some of them have THC oil mixed in, so they're just a giant bomb of freaking trees and a little bit of THC sprinkled on the keef. Rolled, some have the tincture of THC in it. So yeah, I'm sure you probably, but I think that if I was going through what I was going through, like I said, unfortunately, you know, I didn't make the best decisions back when I was detoxing and withdrawing. But the last time, the final time that I finally have succeeded in my addiction, I went to a detox and there was none of that in there. It was a watched detox, a 24-hour. It was 3 days long, and I was hurting so bad. The doctor had to get a hold of my insurance company and see if they would approve it for 2 more days, because my insurance at the time was crappy. And they kept me for another 2 days. And when I got home, I was moving. And literally, I had to move. It wasn't anything bad, just the place I was in had mold, and it was crappy like this one, but I had all this stuff to move, and I crap you not, it was hot as it is now. Imagine trying to feel like crap and then have to move all this stuff and pack up stuff. You want to talk about miserable? That was miserable. Okay, so this is no, sugar, you're not getting under the desk. I love you too, but no. So it's another thing I want to say. I bet she's not going to be doing weight, stepping on the scale all the time. I think that day that she stepped on the scale twice and it had 2 different numbers, I think that was kind of like a check to see, hey, I had been, going harder than the paint, if you catch my drift, trying to see. And then, like I said, she was eating all that chicken parm. She was trying to see what she could do, how much she could eat to maintain and see if she was gaining weight or not. So there again, you were sending off a message to, oh, eat this, do this, then weigh yourself. It's checking. It is checking. You are basically watching the scale, trying to see if, oh, okay, if I ate this and did this, is the numbers going to change? Well, let me tell you a little something. That's very dangerous to put your body up and down. And as we know, our girl, and I don't even want to call her that right now because I'm pissed, has numerous different health problems. You are also talking about to your audience and to these people that, yeah, I stopped taking my medicine. So that's real smart. If you really are truly going through this, you are putting your body in a double whammy. It is going through not having your meds and not having substances. So therefore, it is a double whammy. Listen to the message. If you come across this, Chantel, listen to what I'm replaying back. You know, I'm one of the channels that usually tries to be nice and keep it pretty smooth. We usually joke around, cat around over here. We keep it pretty light, like I said. But I'm starting to get very, very irritated because you are giving out dangerous advice and dangerous non-knowledge, non-facts, and you are putting people at danger, at risk, and you are putting yourself on a public platform, putting this all out here. You should have logged off, dealt with yourself for 2-3 weeks, a month. Hey, I'm going to take a break. I'll explain when I get back, when you had everything under grasp. But no, you had to come on here and you had to come and say, oh, I think. And another thing, I find it very, very strange that you don't talk to your best buddy Pete's. You don't talk to your family, your mom. We know you're not close to your sister. Your grandma that you're so close with. Okay, I get maybe not telling her because she's, elderly and in a place that, there again, probably haven't talked to your poor grandma and who knows how. And you could say, oh, yeah, no, you don't. You haven't mentioned your grandma. The only time you bring her up is when somebody else mentions her. And I'm not trying to be mean when I say that, but I am with my grandma at least every day, at least every other day. She would be, we lightweight got into it earlier. She got mad that she wanted me to come take care of some stuff, and it was nothing of essence. It was just I said, you're more than welcome to come over here if you're bored. I've got yard work to do. I've got things to do. And she threw a fit. She was like, fine, your YouTube's more important. No, my yard work's more important, buddy. I try to explain to her at the end of the day, I come on here after. Do you guys always notice that I come on here, it's late night usually, and if something's popping, or I don't have a lot to do that week, or that day, or whatever, I'll get on earlier, or there's sometimes you will catch me getting ready for the day, and I'll do a quick morning vid. But she's like, oh, your YouTube's more important, and I'm like, dude, I am at your beck and call 24 hours, 7 days a week, 365 days. Can I get my yard together? I just find it strange that you're going to come on here and tell all these people this, but your bestie, your best buddy Pete's that had no idea about this, and like I said, we know Pete stays in his room, but you see each other passing, coming and going. You're P. You're always calling for him. Sorry, here comes some. he didn't know and he noticed strange in your behavior. And then BB, the BB thing they need to cut ties. If she genuinely talks to BB, that is toxic. And we're also going to we're going to wrap this up right now. Next video, we're going to talk about Amberlynn and Becky and what is shaking with all that. Not much to say, but I do got a little bit of interesting things that I want to, and you guys, it is hotter than, you know my phrase, hotter than Dom's on a Saturday night at the first of the month. Good night. All right, guys. Well, I think we pretty much wrapped this up 3 pages later in my SpongeBob voice. So, all right, let's try our snack and get out of here. And I'll upload this, and then we will talk about Life by Jen is back. She's got a giant plate of food in the thumbnail. I was really like, wow, here we go with you two. So these are chocolate covered banana chips. I have never seen these. Let me know in the comments if you guys have seen these. I really like that it comes in this little container. I think this is good. You know, summer is here. I think, you know, great little container for travel. It's got the reusable lid. All right, guys, let's get into these. I have never truly had them. What I think it is just the dehydrated banana chips covered in chocolate. Let's do it. Oh, wow. Way different texture than I expected. Much better. These are absolutely amazing. So you know how sometimes banana chips are really, really hard? These are not super hard. Now, they're not soft, don't get me wrong, but you know, sometimes they're rough on the old teeth. These are amazing. So it's like a dehydrated banana chip. And then, of course, the chocolate. These are great. They're not super sweet. I mean, don't get me wrong. They got chocolate, but they really complement the banana. And again, the banana chip is not too hard. I was worried about, I need to go back to the dentist. That's a whole nother if you guys have been with me for a while, I was going to the dentist a lot. I got to hunker back down on it. But these are amazing. If you guys ever see these, where did I pick these up at? Let me look at the thing here. Oh, goodness, guys. I cannot, honestly. I got these like 2 weeks ago for us. I don't know, but here, I can't think of whose thing that is. Where did I get these? Did I get these at Kroger's? Kroger's is Smith's, Albertsons, depending which state you're in. Where I'm at, it's Kroger's, but sometimes it'll be out west. I know it's Smith's. Sometimes downtown and down south and out west, it could be Albertsons. But yeah, these are great. I'm sure like a Whole Foods. I don't know if Trader Joe's has these, but all right, guys, chocolate covered banana chips are Kaya approved. Leave me a thumbs up. Make sure you're still subscribed. Let me know what you guys honestly think about this, because I am like, there are so many theories and debacles, and there's a lot shaking right now, and there's a lot of it. That's why I love this community, is you guys' comments, other channels. There is just so much that it's like a puzzle that we all add pieces to, and at the end of the day, it paints the picture and puts the puzzle together. So thank you so much for joining me. Thank you everybody for being here. Look, I just clapped and a piece of blanket fuzz. And welcome everybody that's new. Thank you everybody that's been with me for a while, been with me forever. I really, truly appreciate each and every one of you. And anybody that comes across this that's dealing with something, please do not take her advice. Get a hold, look up, do your research, look up in your area, different substance counselings, different detox. Please do not, when you are detoxing off a substance, it can be very, very dangerous. Like I said, your blood pressure can go up, down, you can possibly seize out. It is not safe. Do not listen to the information this girl is giving you. Have a great day, great night, and I'll be back after this. Kaya is out.